reminisce, I reminisce. Yeah.
Hey everybody, it's your girl Kenlo, the Kenlo Show, and I'm back at it again. And today we have our guy GrooveMassaCon. How are you today?
I'm doing good. How are you?
I am lovely.
It's good to hear.
First of all, I just want to say, y'all, he looking real fresh. Okay, I'm over here looking basic. I'm really feeling those shoes.
Thank you.
If you don't mind,
Yeah.
you want to tell everybody, how, like, where do you get your style from? Like, how do you?
Alright, so I would say it came from being a streetwear kid, like in Philly since I was like 11.
Okay.
So it evolved into this. Right now I have on Air Technical trainers. They are iridescent, that's why everybody's staring at them, I guess. Black slacks and a half-mast t-shirt from one of the companies, local companies that I model for.
Okay.
You can follow them at HNFTS on Instagram. Yeah, that's what I would like to start right there. That's where it started from, streetwear in Philly.
Okay. So, tell us about like what you do besides like the mixing, the wardrobe, and things like that. Like, how do you incorporate everything together?
I would say it's generally me. I'm a very like creative kid, so if I hear something, it makes me feel like the clothes should look like this. So if I'm in the house and I'm DJing and I hear a chord from a song, and then I'll take the chord from the song and then I'll try to like make a beat out of it or just play like chords near it, and that in turn comes in the clothes. It's like, yo, this is making me feel like this. I'm gonna go upstairs and just pick that out, and that's what I'm gonna wear today. So that's usually how the process goes if I'm putting it all together.
Okay. Recently, I listened to your mixes, and I want to say they're really, really good.
Thank you.
And I wanted to ask you about that. Like, how do you come up with the different songs, and how do you go about choosing which songs to choose?
I would say it's usually about what's matching what. The latest one, the birthday one, I wanted to pull something from like back in the day. I'm a 90s baby, so I had the love of every rap to every genre of it. So, and even the mumble rap now, the beats are crazy. You might be pissed off that we don't understand what they're saying. Production-wise, these beats are stupid, though. But like, it's usually from the grain of me, my grandmother, WJJZ, and I used to listen to that all the time. And every groovy funk thing I could hear, bang on it, I was like, oh, I need that. So when I got older, it was like, yo, some of those beats go to some of the mumble rap beats or some of the trap beats, and I'm like, all right. Just gonna throw everything together, and then if you really listen to it, it's just the origin of hip hop. Because then you can dig into like hard ass gangster rap, and you can put it to almost a whole lot of stuff. So that's where that's how I pick my music. Whatever I feel, whatever is gonna make everybody like keep moving. That's where the groove master came from. Like, you gotta keep your body moving, man.
So about the name, how did you come up with the name?
So I knew the question was coming. I was like, yo, how am I gonna answer this? So I had a coworker, and he was my manager. His name is Mustafa. Shout out to him. He told me to like, yo, dig into everything. Like, make sure you're touching every root if you're really gonna be a DJ. I'm like, all right. So I just started listening to stuff, and recently, like, this revolutionary like hip hop document came out. It's on Netflix. I was watching that. I was like, so they made like all of these masters or masses. So you got Funk Master, you got Grandmaster, you got all the masters. I was like, so nobody in hip hop ever made a groove master. I was like, yo, I'm gonna just take that. I was like, I don't care if I'm not getting donned as that. I don't care if no OG gave me that name. Like, I'm the groove master. And usually that's why all my stuff is like consistent, vibing and going. I don't want you to stop moving. That's the point.
So, as I mentioned to you a while ago, I met you when you were like 14 years old. Like, we were young, we were in Chinatown going to youth. So, when did you realize that you had a love for music and fashion as a whole? Like, when did you feel yourself starting to elevate within that culture?
I would say, like, together, probably like now.
Okay.
When I was a kid, it was split. I was always in, like, my mom would make me go to drum practice. I would have to read music, like I was in the church choir, so it was music oriented when I was a kid.
Okay.
When I got older and got to high school, it was like, I don't want to look like everybody while I have to wear my uniform, so I'm going to wear all this stuff to school, and that's where everything came intertwined with my style. So then I would say probably at 23, it's a wrap. Like, everything is together. like I said, one transition into the other, so that's how it went.
So, if you had to choose anything, like anything was put on the earth, just as something you just had to choose between music and fashion, would you choose both, or would you choose music, or would you choose fashion?
I would say both, since you gave me that option. Both. I would say both, because they go by how you feel. Right. Music turns your whole day around. It's gloomy outside, but if you go into your dorm room or in the crib and play some trap music, you're gonna feel like you're in Miami for some reason. Or if you play some groovy stuff, it's gonna feel like you're in the '70s at a disco party. So, and then the fashion-wise, it's gonna come out however you feel. Like today, I was like, all right, I don't care it's raining. I got some stuff that'll match the rain.
Right.
Like, so I'm wear this. So, yeah, I would take both.
Okay, that's what's up. So tell us about Keon. Do you ever like shout out to him because we both know him.
Keon,
he's really
music.
good. Yeah, he's really good with music too. Do you see yourself like working with him in the future with more and more music instead of just like one or two tracks?
So low key, nobody knew until like I just put on Instagram. He's the second to third piece of SKM, which is Sweet Kim Music, which is our brand. So it's every day, like the process of like getting him into where he needs to be as an artist, him making music. He released something overnight, so it's like on Instagram right now.
I did see that.
It's called Spectrum. It hit home. I didn't want to listen to it at first because it's like, all right, I'm gonna wait till everybody else is like, yo, your brother made this, and I'm like, no, he didn't make that. But I listened to it when I got in the house, and it hit home like that. When it starts, he says like it was a shootout in the crib, and his little brother was home. And it's like, damn. And then from there, he like, that's the hook. Like he got you hooked. Like what's coming next? So like working musically wise, it's gonna nonstop. I know it's going to branch off because we have two avenues to take, but right now, it's a family, and that's my nigga, so it's like every day. When he can't sleep, we're just down there. Like, we have a space for that.
So besides, I'm sure, Keon does motivate you in music. Who else, like, in the industry motivates you?
I would say TDA. Not even one person. If it was one person out of that whole entire group, everybody know, like all the homies, it'd be Schoolboy. He's so, like, he's ruthless as all hell. He's the rawest out of all of them. Right. But, like, TDE as a whole, Wonderland Production, like, records with Janelle Monáe and Jadena, Solange, and everything that she's doing, like, all of those people are, like, really, like, I'm paying attention. Thundercat and Flying Lotus, so, like, that's where where I'm looking at right now. So if I want to hear something, like Kendrick just released Humble.
I was just about to mention because you give me you give that vibe to me, so I'll put it in. Like, I hope you mention Kendrick.
That's a murder scene. Like I felt like I was watching like MTV when we were young boys. Right. Like even when Eminem used to draw and used to have all those people in the videos, like stuff like that, and I was like, yo, you just pulled the nostalgic everything out of like us as a kid. So it's like that's stupid. So I would say like that's where my inspiration comes from.
So, how about the fashion industry? Like, who motivates you the most, or do you find any motivation from other people locally or in the industry?
Locally, two people. One is Phil Moore, which is AKA my big brother, as everybody would say, as I would say, my damn self. Like, I looked up to him, like, since I was a kid, and now he runs Common Ground, which is downtown on 12th and Walnut. Okay. Like, as a kid, like, I just looked up to him. He didn't care. He wore what he wanted to wear. When it was like, you should wear this straight line and wear these J's with that, he was like, no, I'm going to just do whatever. So, right now, like, even now, I still, like, if I see something he's wearing, I'm like, yo, wouldn't nobody do that but him. And, like, the other person is the person that runs this company. Like, he's another one. Quiet. But then, like, when they step out, it's like, yo, that's hard. Like, you wouldn't wear those colors with that colors. And the last person, it is three locally, is Tom. And he runs Reservoir Quality. Quality Tom. Yeah, that's my man. He's another snazzy, like, dude. Like, you can't put this stuff together. Like, you got to be the certain type of person. So, like, the industry-wise, I don't look up to anybody no more. I feel like Kanye, like, washed us out with the merchandise-wise. Okay. And Pharrell's just doing a whole lot. As a kid, that was my man. Like, I wanted to wear all the Billionaire Boys Club and ice cream in the world, but right now it's just like, I don't know if I want to wear all this stuff.
Right. So, as far as like Kanye West and Pharrell, would you say that have you ever kind of not dressed like him before, but have you ever been inspired by them before? You use like an artful clothing, like a shirt?
Yeah, by far. For I would say Kanye wise, it was like a jean jacket season. Probably like 808s and Heartbreaks to Dark Twisted. No, I wouldn't want to start at graduation to 808s to Dark Twisted. I was just like, yo, I'm gonna wear khakis and jean jackets and J's every day to school. And then it wasn't even him. Like I wore it was the base of him. Like I started with that, like the khakis and the backpack kid and the fitted kid. Like I was there. I didn't wear much polo because I wasn't like really clocking polo when I was a young boy.
Okay.
So I was just wearing everything else that I thought he would wear, like crew necks, crazy crew necks. I still got one that I was like, it's stupid. But then I used to look at the cool kids when I was in school. I wanted to be them. I wanted to be Mikey. I wanted to be Chuck. It didn't matter. Like the West Coast, the Pac Div, like all of them. Like that was the ill to me. So I used to wear the starter jackets and the hats to school and all that. So that's where the style inspiration came from. That.
So like while you were in school, did anybody like want to like copy off you? Did you ever see anybody get inspired by you with your style?
I would say the drug dealers. That's why I was cool with them.
Right.
Like I used to have them walk up to school. Like it was a competition because you had expensive J's, you had your Yeezys, the Nike Jones. Nobody wanted to buy them because they were expensive. And the flip side, I had them cats wearing like Pradas, Gucci. So I used to walk the hallways and they used to be like, yo, you like us, but you like the weirdo version of us. So I was like the Pharrell and the Kanye of them. So they drug dealers. It used to spring off. So if I wear any hood article now, I went to school in the hood. And so I know what to wear. I know how to wear it. Same vice versa. They used to ask me where to get the sneaks from when they all sold out. So no name dropping, but yeah, the drug dealers. They was my niggas. They still my niggas.
Recently, Keon also told me that you went to California,
yeah,
I believe.
Yeah.
So tell us, was that from music?
It was a birthday vacation, but at the same time, like I was watching all of these like behind the scenes documentaries on YouTube. I was watching like Wiz Jones, I was watching Schoolboy Jones, and it made me want to DJ.
Okay.
I don't know why. It just started mixing stuff.
Would you say your experience was more like a creative experience while you were out there?
Yeah.
Okay.
It might have been if I wanted to give it vacation. He kept telling me, go find a gig. And I'm like, no, man, this is my birthday. Right. But at the same time, like I really got like a little patch of a mix that I'm going to put in something else from being out there. So I was like, this was like, yeah, it was a creative experience.
So with everything that you're doing, you know, especially with fashion and style and things like that, would you say it's hard? Or do you find a balance in working everything out?
It do get complicated at times because it's like, what do I want to put in next?
Right.
It's a plethora of music, like anything. Like I was the alternative kid, so I was the middle class kid that got to listen to Fall Out Boy and your Blink 182 and All American Rejects and Good Charlotte and all that. So like sometimes I gotta pull on that stuff to really like get back to the origin of me, or like go back to my rock band days and listen to some of those chords. Like usually it's kind of complicated when you make it in. Like when you make it in music, it is, because you don't want to sound like nothing else. And then if you feel like you sound like something else, something gets chalk. That's me and Keon every day. So I don't like it.
So like initially, so you just basically just want to create a whole different sound where everybody can vibe to.
Yeah.
That's something that everybody can listen to now, and then later down the line, like maybe like 50, you know, we hear it like, damn, I remember they made that, things like that.
Right.
Okay. So with, like I said, with everything that you're doing, what advice would you give to those who are also trying to come up in the industry, whether it's fashion, music, or anything else?
I would say fashion-wise, be yourself. And it's harder now because I'm a B-Vane. If you look at me, I look like Hollywood right now. But if everybody knows me, like you can ask her, I've been the same person since I was like 14. Nothing really changed. I had every crazy sneaker with some normal pants on and a t-shirt. So fashion-wise, I would say be yourself. Doesn't matter how much the clothes cost. I learned that as a kid and growing up, and like now because I gotta pay for everything.
Right.
So the logo doesn't matter, honestly. So be yourself. If you're gonna be a creative person and own a fashion brand or style people, go do whatever you want to do. Musically, like they used to tell me, dig in, get your hands dirty. I know it's like a argument right now to where if you should pay homage or if you should not pay homage. And honestly, I'm on Pete Rock's side. Like, you gotta pay homage. They did too much stuff for us to just not pay attention to it. like as of our, like it wasn't that much stuff to pay attention to when they were like when Ghostface and them were young. Like who are they going to look at? The people that they took stuff from are the people like, come on, man.
That's really interesting.
Who are you going to look at? Who was like, who when Biggie wasn't really, who was the inspiration going to come from when the rappers really started rapping? Melly Mel said he got his inspiration from fucking Prince. But he's the rapper though.
Right.
You can go listen to one of the bangers that him and Grandmaster made forever. So if it's musically wise, get your hands dirty. You don't know where you're going to go. Like, you got to pay homage. I'm sorry to Ghostface. I'm sorry to Raekwon. Everybody that's going to see this. Like, I'm sorry. Like, they got to pay up. Like, yeah, it's mumble rap, but it's the culture. Know your culture. And that's if you're going to be a musician, period. Know your culture, man.
I'm like, really, like, happy that you said that because, like, I was just having a conversation with my friend about, you know, being yourself and, you know, paying homage to the people that we grew up around,
right.
Like that we listen to, because with so much, you know, media and things like that going on, we get so caught up in the lives of other people, comparing ourselves, thinking we should look like this person to get respect, or we should sound like this person to get respect. And honestly, you don't have to do that. It's all about what you can bring to the table, about you tapping into your greatness and things like that. So I'm really like glad that you mentioned things like that, cause especially in the black community, because we get so caught up and thinking like, oh, the girl gotta have fat ass to be this. Or the guy gotta just like, you know, have Gucci, Burberry, things like that. You don't have to do nothing. So, end up on the topic. Like, is there anything else that you
I want to add to that too. When I was a young boy, it didn't, like, the ass was there, but it didn't matter.
Right.
And when, like, people, it sometimes bothers me. Like, the girl that I'm talking to now, like, her face is phenomenal. When I was a kid, like, that's what all my old heads used to say. Yo, her face, bro, her legs, bro. You didn't hear, it wasn't really like a focus on her ass or her titty. Man, go get your girl that got a nice face. If her body is cool, then cool. Make sure her brain is all the way there, too, my G.
She gotta be smart.
And make sure you there to meet her there. Just don't be some lame-ass nigga saying you want some bomb-ass woman, and when she get there, you can't even meet her there because you a half-ass nigga. Oh, it's a whole lot to learn. I'm going to be back on this show.
But I'm glad, you know, he can speak on things like that, because we need more people like him, like me, and other people that can motivate, you know, each other, especially in the black community. And I want to say thank you for being on my show. Shout out to GrooveMassaCon, and make sure you follow him at
Alright, so you can follow me at GrooveMassaCon on Twitter and Instagram, GrooveMassa. Yeah, Massa. Con.
And the girl it's your girl Kenlo. Make sure you follow me on all social networks. The name is at the Kenlo Show _.
I dominate break loose, giving mics minstrel cycles, streets disciple. I rock beats that's mega trifle and groove even smoother than